Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bonnie Budgetin'. My name's Mel, and in today's video I'm going to do a little budget with me. I hope yous are all well and are having a fantastic weekend. So basically in my budget, I've already done it for this month. I was going to run through everything with you and kind of do it with you, but I kind of already pre-plan what I'm doing, and before I knew it I was already writing it, but I thought I'd go through it with you anyway. So I'm going to show you what I did last month first. So if you haven't already seen, this was last month's. These are on here because it was one of my niece's birthdays and I don't have permission to show you their names and things. So I had a lot of no spend days, but I also had a lot of very spendy days, which it's all about the balance. So yeah, and this was like last month's budget. And then, as you saw in my last video, this was my condensing and tally up. So this is all the money that needs to go back to the bank. If you've seen my last video, I said that I wasn't going to put my spooky box that I've completed money in the bank, but I have, only because, well, I needed the money for this month, to be honest. That's the main reason. So what I do is, obviously, once I do my condensing and tally up, I then write it down in here, and then the money goes into my brown binder, into this one, and then I basically write down what's going in what week. I'll show you that in a wee minute. And just stuff the money back into here rather than going back and forth to the bank, because sometimes I can't get in that week. So for this week, as you can tell, I've already started writing in it. I'm on another 4-weeker. I've done my what do you call it? My segregated, what are they called? I'm doing this video at like 10:30 at night. The brain is not braining again. I've colour coordinated what everything's going to be. So it's like green's going to be my planned spends for this month. My unplanned spends are going to be pink. As you can see here, we had a takeaway. Because I was like, I can't be bothered cooking. Andy couldn't be bothered cooking. We're having a takeaway. And then my no spends is going to be blue this month. And then this is how I break down my budget. So this month I got £1,449 and 48 pence. And it gives me £30 a week. So I just added all that together, so that's 120. And this extra here, so basically for download next year, I bought mine, Andy's, and 3 of my friends' tickets. And what they do is they pay me back monthly. I had the money. It was fine. And then I'm just budgeting it back into here. That was a reason why I stopped doing my 2025 challenge, was because all the money came from there and I wasn't going to complete it with the money gone. So I just stopped doing it. So what have I budgeted for this month? So I have my subscriptions. Everything in pink stays in the bank. Everything else is what is in my brown binder. to stuff for this month. So food gets £20 a week, because as I've said in previous videos, I do £20 a week. I do my savings challenge in my pink binder, which is this one. And Andy tops up with however much he wants. It could be £60, it could be £70, it could be £50, whatever he fancies that he wants to put into it. My fuel money for the month, I budget £20 a week for that again, and I do my savings challenge in my pink binder. My spending money, I also give myself £20 a week, and I do a game in that binder. And I'm currently doing Bite Me. This was in the spooky box. And I'm also doing one of the minis from Endless Budgets and Designs. And that gets reallocated back into my binder. Miscellaneous gets £5 a week. My vapes stay in the bank. My annuals gets 170 every month. Pets, my fur babies, they get £30 a month. I don't pay for insurance because I feel like it's a waste of time half the time, because a lot of things aren't covered. So I just budget, and basically that's roughly how much I'd pay for them anyway. So I just put that straight into their vet fund every month. My binder isn't getting anything this month. Christmas is getting £120, and that should be fully funding it for this year. Holidays gets £200 a month. As I say, we've got download and other gigs and things to pay for. Luna has just came in, if you can hear her. My 2025 challenge that I'm doing in my blue binder, that's getting £80 a month. Well, £80 for this month, sorry. Birthdays and occasions is getting £60. My PayPal, which will stay in the bank until it tells me to basically pay it. That's how much I automatically put into it every month. And then moving on to this bit, we have my games binder, which is basically for my PayPal, which is this one with all my challenges and things. That's getting £400 this month. And then my Halloween box, because I've kind of started. So this is like for my leftover money, and sometimes I budget a little bit from Andy's wage. Well, not Andy's wage, but whatever Andy gives me. Excuse me. And I'm now doing the Lily Rain designs. Sorry, that glare's awful. Halloween box. So I've not wrote anything in here yet, and I've not put them in because I currently have a couple polls on my Instagram. This money was from last week. From Andy's extra money, because he had quite a bit of extra money that he gave me, and I thought I'll just pop a little something into here. But because I had finished that other one, the spooky box by the Rockin' Witch and Sylph's Budget and Life, I just put it in here so I wouldn't forget it. But yeah, it's looking so pretty. I love it. And I can't wait to start it. And as I say, I've only budgeted £90. So that binder is going towards my reallocation to boost my sinking funds, my annuals and holidays, and possibly even Christmas for next year. So once I've laid out all this, and then now this. This is very put together. Well, it's not. This is how I lay everything out. So I have week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4. And then I just break down my budget to what's going to get stuffed. So there, week 1, I need to do my food, fuel, and my spending money, my miscellaneous. So that's all like going into my purse. And then every week I do my 2025 challenge. In the first week, I'm going to do my pets, my fur babies, and the birthdays and occasions. And then I'm going to have a game day for my game binder, my black binder, which is going to be the Halloween box, and then a game day for my annuals, because I'm going to split that 170 and do two game days a month, just to make things a bit more interesting. And it's the same throughout. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little budget with me. I know it's quick and simple, but I just thought I'd break down my budget for you to have a look and see what I get up to before I start cash stuffing. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.